Our next question is for Liz. Liz, economic development officials have cited the existence of a vibrant city center as a key element in business attraction. What is your vision to continue development of downtown Fort Wayne?
I think that's key, and I take a slightly different approach. We are the 800-pound gorilla. We have the airport. We need a vibrant downtown. We need a strong Fort Wayne. We should be the leader. We will take the lead on those projects. So in terms of investing and where we want to grow, it has to be right here in Fort Wayne. And we can only do that if we, first of all, clean up our internal processes and make the city more efficient, which it isn't. And only the mayor can do that. And at the same time, then open that welcome mat to businesses so that they want to continue to locate here. I'm all for the regional partnership in the chamber, and I'm all for development in Whitley County and up in Angola, but if it doesn't start here, we're the center of the spoke. It has to start here and continue to grow here. So this is the key. People come to these other outlying regions, but they come through the city as a Fort Wayne's airport, and they stay in our hotels, and then they go out to the community. So we need to continue to grow that and make it as welcoming as possible, and this is where we invest. And that's why we need to do a better job with the county. The county has a lot of the rules and regulations in place that prohibit the city from doing some of the business that it wants to do.
Okay, the question was about downtown vision. Well, I ran the Downtown Improvement District for 6.5 years. I have a little bit of a vested interest because I put my heart and soul into it for that time, and there's a part of me still there. I was the first full-time director, and we got a lot of things started. We got the ball rolling. I have to say that we've languished a little bit over the past few years. I haven't seen as strong a presence from the DIN, and of course I'm biased on that, but I haven't seen as strong a presence. Parkview Field is fabulous. I'm a huge advocate, and I was a huge advocate of Parkview Field and the Harrison Square project. We found out later that the financing was more troubled than we would have liked, but we'll make it through that. We'll be paying those bonds for a long time, but we'll make it through it. Any growth in downtown needs to start and work out contiguously from Parkview Field. We need to work with what we've already got. There's been a lot of talk about North River. I have to say that that is long-term from my perspective. If we have two different ends, we're going to be struggling to make those ends meet in the middle. There is great opportunity with the rivers. We have the entertainment district with Parkview Field. The city owns 90% of the ground adjacent to the rivers in downtown. If we cleared the land and made that land available to entrepreneurs to do projects, we bought it through federal flood control dollars, so we can't give it away, but we can do long-term leases. Tim Hall's got to be somewhere. This is the guest house. Tim Hall, the Hall family, is the only company that has successfully operated businesses on our rivers. We need to give lots more companies. I think they should have some competition. I think they would welcome it. Let's make something out of our rivers. Clear the ground and make it available to entrepreneurs.
Well, I think that the downtown is an important part of your city, and at the same time, I also think that the private sector should drive the bus, and they're going to make decisions as to where to invest dollars and where to do projects. Having said that, when I've talked to people around the city, it's very clear to me that our 65 and over crowd are pleased. They have good hospitals, good places to live, and more coming. Our 41 to 65-year-olds also are fairly satisfied. They have a great place to raise a family, low cost of living, good neighborhoods, and reasonable education options and choices. But what I have heard a lot of complaint from is our 20 to 30-year-old crowd, and specifically even the parents who have said, my children are leaving, they're talented, but they're not coming back. And one of the things I've heard from those people are the importance of urban living, be able to live in an urban environment, be able to walk to entertainment, be able to walk to get their groceries and those types of things. So certainly I would hope that the private sector would provide an increasingly vibrant downtown that would attract and retain talent. And those are the entrepreneurial class. When you get to be my age, you get a little more concerned because you have college looming and that type of thing. It's a little harder to take risks. But when you're in your 20s and 30s, you're willing to take the risk and to start businesses, and that's how we can grow the city.
Yes, I just think what's really important, which we don't have now in the city of Fort Wayne, is a clear vision and strategy for our downtown. We've had some projects start and stop, like the Renaissance Point. We invested millions and millions of dollars in infrastructure over there because we decided we would put a neighborhood in there that didn't work and didn't have those services, grocery stores and things like that, that the community then found out that they really needed in order to live there. So I think going forward, just like with the condo/apartment development that we're hoping will finally get off the ground, you can't force a square peg into a round hole. You have to make sure the underlying structures and other businesses are there as well. And so if we can support that, that will grow the downtown.
I would just say to that one of the challenges that cities have when they become equity holders is this issue. They pick projects that are perhaps projects that should never have been built or done. And that's the difference in my plan, is that we should not be equity players as a city. That is not our job, that is not our responsibility. What we should do is facilitate private equity to drive those projects and make sure they're projects that can make money, that can make a return, and that's the way it should work, in my view.